morning and welcome to my Once Upon a Time review of Season 4, Episode 13, Forgiven. Now, I discussed live with Joe from Agree to Disagree on our new channel, RNJ Reviews, the episode in full detail. That's more of a review and actual discussion, between Joe and myself. And that's on our new channel, RNJ Reviews. I'll put a link for that in the description and a link for that at the end of the video. And, I'll pop a link right here for it too. So like I said, that's just like our initial reaction to this. But this is my shorter review of the episode because I like to keep Once Upon a Time on my channel as well. And I really liked tonight's episode. When I went into it at first, I was thinking, do we really need to see more Snow White and Prince Charming? Their story seems kind of done. And, I kind of like bringing them back a little bit, but I don't like their evasiveness with Emma and lying to her. Now, Emma and her parents are the same age pretty much, and to have them avoid her, not tell her the truth, I don't like that. I very much like how Regina and Emma are up front with each other as opposed to Snow White and Prince Charming who are keeping their distance. It's not very in character, in all honesty. Now, in the flashback, to talk about that really quick. So the flashback pretty much takes place right after the Medusa episode and the pilot, where Maleficent, Cruella, and Ursula team up with the Charmings to go find the Tree of Wisdom to find an answer to stop the evil queen's curse. It comes to the summation that Charmings don't trust them. Obviously, when I say Charmings, I'm saying Snow White and the Prince. They do not trust Maleficent, Ursula, and Cruella. Makes sense. They're villains. I mean, if you see the pictures on the side over here, they're pretty evil Disney villains. And why would you trust them? I would not trust them, nor would I want to meet them in a dark alley. Either way, it comes to the point where they get to the Tree of Wisdom. Now, the only reason that the Queens of Darkness teamed up with the Charmings was the tree needs someone who is valiant to answer the questions. And, Snow White and Charming put their hands to the tree or to the rock surrounding the tree, and it repels them because, we find out Snow White is pregnant in this episode. And Maleficent tells her that the child pretty much has a potential for darkness, which is why the tree won't tell you. Now, in the promo for Once Upon a Time Part 4, or Part 2 of Season 4, I should say, we know that Emma could be turning evil. They said someone whose heart is brimmed with blackness, blah, 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 blah. I discussed the whole trailer in a review. So we pretty much realized that Emma becoming evil could be a very important factor of this season. Is that a good thing? I don't really know if I want to see that. So to get to the end of the flashback, Maleficent puts Charming to sleep until the morning, and she tells Snow White that she's pregnant. And then that kind of ends the flashback with the note that Snow White will not give in to darkness to defeat Regina's curse because she doesn't want Emma to be evil. So Maleficent asks her, you'll risk your own kingdom, the entire kingdom, just to make sure that the baby is good. And again, Snow White is very self-centered in the respect of her daughter, because if you think about it in Season 3, she cast the dark curse to stop, Zelena from taking the baby. She's very much about her own children. She's not really being a good queen. Now, in the comments below, do you agree with that? Do you disagree? I get it. She's a hero. She has to do what she deems best, and she's also a main character on the show. But I'm not seeing Snow White as being this noble heroine. She is not very valiant. So that's how the flashback ends. And now in Storybrooke, we have Hook and Ursula meeting, or they brush shoulders pretty much, and there's some hidden secret there that he won't tell Emma that'll probably come up at Ursula's backstory, Poor Unfortunate Souls. The Queens of Darkness also have some really fun interactions with Belle when they steal Maleficent's rattle from Gold Shop, and they also have some really fun interactions with Regina. There's also a couple of scenes with Pinocchio and Regina where Regina gets really frustrated that Pinocchio can't remember, and she doesn't threaten him, but she gets angry, which causes Geppetto to, protect Pinocchio. And what I liked about that is I'm hoping August will be coming back. I really liked August Booth, and it's a bummer that we haven't seen August at all. So I think this is a really good touch to the show because August, as we know, he edited the book, or he took the book apart. So to kind of wrap up my review of the episode, Regina makes amends with Geppetto, which is a good thing. So I'm guessing we're going to see more Pinocchio as the episodes are progressing, which is good. And then Snow White tells Regina, I need you to go undercover to stop Cruella and Ursula. Now, Cruella and Ursula were able to resurrect Maleficent because they needed the blood of those who have most wronged Maleficent. And we find out at the end that Maleficent's baby, she's pregnant. And who's the father? Jafar? Does she need to be pregnant? Is that a necessary evil? Pun, I know. Anyway, Maleficent gets revived, and there's a really cool scene where we see her mummified form, which Hook references, and then we see the dragon form, which Emma references, and then we see, Kristen Van Stewart as Maleficent. And I think Kristen Van Stewart is a really good actor, so I really like her interpretation of Maleficent. That's really good. And then at the end of the episode, Regina is asked to go undercover, and we find out that Snow White and Charming somehow killed the baby. How? I don't know. Will that probably happen in next week's episode or the week after? We'll find out soon enough. Either way, it's a great episode. I'm loving the Queens of Darkness now. I'm very much on board with them, especially with Cruella and Maleficent. Ursula I'm still teetering with, but I can totally dig the other two. I think when I see Ursula's backstory, and if we see Ariel, who's also my favorite Disney princess, I might end up liking Ursula a bit more. Either way, it's a good episode. I liked it just as much as I did last week, or actually I liked it a little bit more. And I'm really liking the way the characters are playing back out. Regina and the Queens of Darkness, their interactions were great. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about tonight's episode, or last night's episode, because the video's coming up on Monday morning. And yeah, just let me know what you thought about it. I think it's a really good episode. And you know, again with Cruella, it definitely seems like they pulled Cruella right out of the movie. Maleficent too, or Maleficent is more pulled out of Maleficent the movie. But either way, it's very good, and I'm looking forward to more episodes of the show. I'm excited to see the show again, which is good. I wasn't excited when the Frozen arc ended, but now I'm excited. So again, comments below. What did you guys think of the episode? Are you excited? Do you have predictions? Again, guys, make sure to watch the live review with me and Joe. It's a bit more in-depth than this one. And, you know, comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. I'm so happy to be making Once Upon a Time reviews. I love this show. So really, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week with another Once Upon a Time review. See ya!